control the ranges of a certain district or area and stuff. So we are the Power Rangers, right? Most of when we are the elected Israel, and we gonna get that power. All right, we gonna start going on ranges and getting your ass, man.
That's right.
Jeremiah 16 verse 16.
Hey, it's funny though, because I was in the lunchroom yesterday, and there was this Jake. He was listening to it. He ain't no Muslim or nothing.
Right.
But even this fake Arabic deep motherfucker had brought it out. Oh, because the word Allah in Hebrew. Now he said the word Allah is, the word God in Arabic is Allah. Right. And how you would say it in Hebrew is Allah Elohim.
Right.
So which shows you that they know that the original text of how you're supposed to speak the word will be Allah.
Right.
He's trying to relate it back to that bullshit ass Quran thing.
You know that Muslims.
Yeah. But at the same time, it was an actual Israelite who said it. But he might have been Jake for him to say that shit, though. Trying to blend some shit and make it work his way.
Right.
But the simple fact is that word just means power of God.
Right. It's not his name. It's not his name.
He said that as well. It's not his name, and he, really would have cut himself. It just shows you that we're coming back into what we're supposed to be. It's coming back to the truth.
And then veil of darkness lifting up, man.
What?
Jeremiah 16 and verse 16 says, Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, every hill, out of the rock, out of the holes of the rock.
All right, so right now we fishing, man. All right, so right now we fishing. All right, see this right here?
Okay.
All right, so right now we fishing, man. All right, that's the reason why I got this hat. So right now we fishing, man, but guess what?
That's what Orvis mean?
Yep.
All right. It means to fish?
No, Orbis don't mean the fish. That's just
Red
the
cornfish.
symbol.
So okay.
Yeah.
I was
But
learning something new
but
shit.
it's a fishing clothing. It is a fishing
I was
clothing.
gonna have a whole sit down. Orvis,
is.
the etymology of Orvis, to fish, to catch.
Hey, but you can look it up though, Orbis.
I'm talking
just
shit.
showing the guy fishing. Right now we fishing, man. Yeah, we are the Power Rangers, man. Most time we are the Power Rangers, but we gonna turn the hunters, man. All right, Lord, when we come your ass, ain't gonna be police, ain't gonna be no press and report videos and shit like that.
Hey, well, it's the funny thing.
Right.
A good fisher got to be a great hunter too.
Yeah.
I mean, because essentially, that's what fishing goes into.
Right. You gotta be aware of your somebody get that service.
You gotta know what bait to capture the fish with, all that.
Yeah.
Right? So the same thing, and it's true. On one hand, we fishing for brothers, things of that nature, possible elect. Then on the other hand, it's gonna turn, man.
Yep.
All right?
In which a ranger is a keeper.
You read it right there?
Yeah.
Hey, read that definition.
So,
Go Power Rangers.
It says a keeper of a park, forest, or area or countryside, a member of a body of armed men.
Ooh.
Shit. A body of armed men.
Commando, or highly trained, infantryman. Says a person or thing that wanders or ranges over a particular area or domain. So basically, you're keeping it. Hey, it says do a diligent search to know the state of thy flock, which that's what we are. We're keepers. We're keepers of life under the orders and the statutes of Yahweh Shai, which is we're peacekeepers, man. All right. And now we're about to receive power, so we are Power Rangers, man.
And we love it, man. It's up to you. Yeah, we are go Power Rangers, man. We like that.
You see that? No weapon formed against us shall prosper, because you can talk that shit. Hey, it says that no tongue that every tongue is speaking up against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn, man. Like shit. You can say everything you got to say. We always gonna come up combat it with the Lord's Spirit, man.
Women like foreplay. They dress up in Power Rangers foreplay and shit, man. They like that shit. Well,
I'm just saying. You talking about cosplay?
Yeah, they do cosplay. Hey, no, the reason why I brought that out, because ain't nothing you can do to insult us, man. Ain't nothing you can do to insult. That's why I brought it up. Ain't nothing you can do to insult us, man. All right.
Listen, that's another thing, bro.
I know it's another thing. I mean, I'm just bringing up.
But no,
The
cosplay.
fact, man, it's just useless, man. They can make fun all you want to, man. You can't do nothing against us.
Right, because if we were like their type of Power Rangers, shit, like your military men, which are false Power Rangers,
Yup.
Shit, that's a joke.
Pseudo Power Rangers.
That's pseudo Power Rangers. That's Jake, man.
Yeah.
Shit fly as hell.
They look dope. Yeah. And they got the fringes on and stuff. Yep, they got the fringes on. All right, but ain't nothing you can do, man. And we are the Power Rangers. We are the Ninja Turtles, man. We like that too.
Racist as fuck, but he Jake.
He's a Gentile, huh? In the
He
mind.
definitely is a Gentile.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Bring out what you want to bring out.
I got the observed topic.
Yeah.
It's this Ephesians 5:16. It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
How do you redeem the time? By the prophecies, right? Same thing with 2nd Esdras, 9th chapter, and what's that? Romans, is it Romans 13:11? Seeing that it's high times, all right? Because hey, according to the scriptures, this place is over with, man.
Yeah.
It's done for.
Yeah, your investment in America is a void for naught.
America's getting ready to default.
Yeah. Hey, what the biggest banks, the second biggest banks just closed a couple of days ago, something like that. I think one of the biggest banks had closed or something like that.
I don't look it up.
Well, all of them closing down shit.
I mean, the thing is
Right.
a lot of it's gonna happen. They're really just closing down those little mini banks because we're getting closer to July. And the closer to July we get, you're gonna see a lot of foreclosures. You're gonna see a lot of people spending a lot of cash until then. Because notice people been every time you go to a store, people are spending a lot of cash. People been taking a lot of cash, all right? And recently, Whole Foods has started been they've been putting these little blockades on their self checkouts so that you can't use cash anymore, man.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to get everything switched over digitally, Slocky. And they're doing it via Mandela effect.
Right.
You know, here a little, there a little.
Hey, what's that the old saying, creative pain, what they call this? Creative problem
Order adaptation.
Proper relaxed solution, because somebody get Ephesians chapter 2 said beware Satan devices. All right? Because I peeped this in the Fast and the Furious, what's that, part 11 or 12 now?
Right.
There's so many of them, shit. Fuck, I'm just going to say 11. Be on the safe side. All right. No, 2 Corinthians said,
I got it.
They be enter Satan devices. Go ahead.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11.
Right.
It says, least Satan should get an advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right, because they do Fast and Furious trailer. Jason Moore, the character he played, he said, hey, we blown up the Vatican. So they just showing the movie how they gonna do things, man. They blow up the damn Vatican, man, and shit. So it might be another crisis. They could do that, use that, or probably demolish something, one of these cities or something. Then they can issue out that digital pill, man. Or straight to the digital currency. I don't know how they're going to do it. They might do it just digital currency with the card first, then go for the digital pill, or go straight to the digital pill, man. Depending on what type of problem solution provide, what the fuck it's called, right, to do that, man. Order out of chaos. Right, but you keep people sleep, man.
Yeah, another thing they was talking about, was that third lockdown,
Yeah.
Another lockdown, and what they basically during that period, they would, really change. They would change out the whole system, basically like overnight,
Yeah.
So that could be another way, man.
Another way to do it. Because that's what Esau do on the left hand side. What's that movie with Samuel Jackson and where they said they're gonna blow up the World Trade Center and shit, and they end up doing it.
What's
Die Hard 2.
You got Samuel Jackson. It was like
Something doubt.
no, it was Samuel Jackson, the female assassin.
What's the reason for doubt?
I thought that was Die Hard 2.
No, it was a woman. It's an Edomite woman. She played lead roles. Cause at the end they say gonna blow up the World Trade Center and shit. Cause Samuel Jackson, he was like a driver and shit. She was like the assassin and shit.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, you talking about oh shit.
It's like
Because her name was Charlie Baltimore.
Yeah.
But I forget the movie. Damn.
Yeah,
I forget the name of the movie.
At
I
the
know what
end,
you're
you
talking
had
about.
Ishmael. They said, yeah, we're going to blow up the World Trade Center.
Yeah, I know
So
what you're
it's the
talking
same
about.
thing that the Fast and the Furious, he said, yeah, we're going to blow up the Vatican and shit. I'm like, damn, man. Right there, movie trade that shit. All right, so they gonna what? Cause a major event or something like that to happen. Then they gonna issue out they little new digital currency and shit, man. So Esau, he wants to be he want everybody, he's front like he's the good guy, man. All right. Same thing with the C19 Blandemic, man.
Bamboozle?
The bamboozle. All right, 'cause everybody got bamboozled, all right? Look that shit, man. You know,
that was just a test run.
those who we fall for it, the men of Yahweh shall shine when they fall for it. Right? But you simple as people did. That's right. All right. You got bamboozled. It was an Elamite doctor, so-called Ethiopian doctor. He said he ain't gonna pray for those that he say, damn, he said it's a little distracting, man.
Just the pants.
Yeah, it's the pants. Yeah, but this
Right,
Elamite doctor, the Elamite so-called East Indian doctor said that you gonna know the crowds of people who didn't get the dope shot, man. All right, but guess what? He died. He died taking that third jab, man.
David Williams was the
Samuel Jackson.
Shoes.
Yeah, I think it's called A Kiss Goodnight. I think that's the movie. Yeah, the movie called Kiss Goodnight. A Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh, yeah.
And in that movie, he said, yeah, we're going to blow up the World Trade Center, man. They always do shit like that. They put in the movies and shit.
When they put it in the movies, then they come to fruition. That's part of their magic.
Yup. Like the Simpsons, man. Like the Simpsons cartoons and shit.
Oh, you call it programming?
Yup. Predictive program. Yup. And they showed, in the movie Ghost, it came out in 1990. So I remember they showed regentrification. Patrick Swayze and his woman, they was moving in a bad neighborhood on West Side of Chicago and shit. They moving on losses on there, gentrification. Guess what? Years a couple later, they put Jake out, man. Yep. Now they put Jake out of Inglewood.
Right, because they lower all the goddamn property tax.
Yep.
And it'll be like one guy, one white man, buy all the properties, don't take care of it. And the black people that stay in the community never will. Black people ain't taking care of their goddamn their community. No.
Yep.
You got this rich white asshole who bought all these properties. He ain't taking care of the properties, therefore all the properties and the taxes go down. Everything's devalued. All right. Move all the black people out, then you rebuild, and then you sell that shit and get a hell of a profit, man.
Yep.
That's what the so-called white man does, man.
Yep.
So it's not Jake necessarily fucking up their own neighborhoods, because Jake don't own these houses.
Right.
So if you own a damn house and you ain't taking care of it,
Yep.
then that's the person who owns the house. Most Jake don't own their shit, man.
Joe 9:24, the earth is in the hand of the wicked, man.
Set to be demolished.
Yep.
Right.
Michael chapter 2, he covered the fields. Jake didn't cover the fields over here. It was Esau, so Esau owns everything, man.
And that's rightfully so, you know, because when shit started happening in 2020, they wanted to say that Jake was fucking up their own neighborhoods. Jake brought their ass down here, and they fucked up businesses that the heathens own. Shit.
Right.
That was about it. Businesses that even the majority of heathens would shop in.
Yep.
You know, it's out there in most places out west, especially down south. I mean, out south, it's really like more of a desert. You know.
I'll tell you this. Over east, they fucked the shit up. I was in the shit. They fucked up the jewels, all the stores over there.
Except for the
Coast,
Walmart. Except for the Walmart, they brick that shit. That's the only thing I actually saw.
Right.
Yeah, man.
But they didn't really complain about that shit. That wasn't the news.
What's up, my man?
Did you say Ashley Mary?
No, you said your ass stupid.
All right, so Esau's the guy that's behind this shit, man. The regentrification, everything, man. The soon now it's gonna be what somebody said second 15, man. Decided going to see. Yep.
Oh yeah.
And guess what they doing now? That 15-minute city and shit. When you show your face, you scan your face, and you got 15 minutes to do what you got to do to get back to your house, man.
Hey, I ain't enough time.
They got like I forget how many miles over there in Saudi Arabia. They got like they built a long ass 15-minute city and shit, man.
Everything's settled down.
Everything settled down, man. All right, they show this shit in the sci-fi movies, man. man. So you people, you laughing. That had a bunch of nerdy shit. Sci-fi movies. But
They
now
put
that
it in
shit
the
comes
movie, they
to
already
life,
got
man.
this shit, man.
Yeah.
What is
They-
Minority Report?
They show you the technology they already have.
Right.
And what's so bad about it, they always say that in the news. They be like, oh yeah, somebody thinks like it's something out of a sci-fi movie. Remember how they said this in the movie? What was it? That movie with like, they keep on bringing that out. With, Tom Cruise.
Oh, Minority Report.
Minority Report.
I just said the shit.
It's a lot. But they'll be like, yeah, you know how Minority Report was like this, and you had this, but we have this now.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, who's the youngest one? Who's the youngest one?
Come. But you know, hey, they'll bring out technology that they
He's the
had
youngest one.
from about
Read it for him.
maybe 20 or 30 years ago. And then they present it as new, like even these cell phones, man.
He's the king. The next king. You know what? You know how to read? He's the next king. I know you from like.
Just do a second.
Say you the next king. Okay.
No spiritual say you next king.
Have a good day.
I thought about that too, but I mean, yeah.
All right. Just do a sit
Come
down.
with that Muslim brother.
All right.
It's the next key.
All right. Go ahead. What y'all said.
Shit, get second address. 60 said that. Get second address.
15.
Second
15.
chapter.
Yeah, that's what we on 15.
Oh, I was going somewhere else.
Distracted. The 15-minute cities and shit.
Yeah, you get here. I'll bring it out later.
Yeah, no, extra part, you come. Yeah.
Second entrance 2. Start with like 41. Start with like 40.
The second entrance.
Because we are the kings. That's essentially the next rulership.
The second entrance 2 and 41. It says, the number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number.
Right, that mountain, all right, represents the government of Israel. All right, go ahead.
And they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, taller
Right.
than all the rest.
So it's different levels. Yahweh Shai sat at a certain level above everybody else. All right? If it wasn't so, it wouldn't be written. All right? Just like when you read Hebrews, the 1st chapter. All right? All the angels was made to worship Yahweh Shai. All right? Go ahead.
And upon every one of their heads, he set crowns.
You said what?
He set crowns.
Kings and shit. He said, we be kings.
Hey,
It's kings and
It's
shit.
funny as fuck because that's what they call what's that guy who's under all the water now in the Ant-Man movie? They call his ass
Oh,
King.
shit.
They did that shit on purpose like a motherfucker. His name wasn't King, it was Kang.
He was a king.
He was a king.
God,
And then they showed all the different variants of him, and they all had on what? Purple, which is the royal color, and they had on green, which is wisdom.
Yep.
Yeah, he saw soft and hard as hell. And they couldn't even stop that. Like, first off,
Right.
it shows you how he was in that show, Loki.
Yeah.
Meaning, this man already understands time and he can see before you do anything. You can never actually stop somebody like that, man. But it's the reason why they always try to stop somebody that is in purple or has purple skin like fucking Thanos did, man.
Yep.
Because they're trying to actually stop the true royalty, which is Yahweh Shai, coming down and establishing order on this earth, and they won't be able to do that.
Right, so-called black men. Because if you put blue, just like the Avatar, what are they? Blue. Really represents, that's another color for black. Not to say it is black, but that's how they do it.
Braveheart. Braveheart's a perfect example. If you go into the history, those were dark-skinned people. So the blue coloring was meant to symbolize that same thing, i.e. an example, because Esau knows it ain't for you watchers and consumers, man.
Oh, they did it in Black Panther. They showed Zebulon there as dark skin, the blue skin and shit. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Right. Now, how creative, Marvel. Your Mexican hero's a wetback. Come on.
Literally.
Hey, ain't no coincidence. Namor was a Zebulonite, man. Ain't no coincidence. All right, he the one without love. Cause guess what? Because that love gonna go out, but the love get no power.
Now what's very spiritual about that movie. We're gonna jump right back into it.
Right.
Basically, Wakanda, Southern Kingdom, and
Northern Kingdom versus.
there was the Northern Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
But They was the only two nations that had that type of technology in metal, which told you their spirituality was on another level, which told you they was essentially the same people.
Yep. And then they stopped fighting each other.
Up
And
to come
united.
together. Yeah, man, it's fucking Marvel, like you said. Go ahead,
Back in 2nd Esdras 2 and verse 43. And in the midst of them was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal clothing.
Right,
And
so-
put on the immortal.
No, you break down. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, so like the brother was, getting into, man. All right, in this world, we put off, the ways of this world, all right, and the ways of this, the fashion of this world, all right, to put on that immortal clothing, man, to strive to be righteous, man, to walk as Yahweh Shai did when he was upon the face of the earth, man. All right, and that's why we out here, pushing this word, man. All right, because we know that these things are temporal, man. All right, so we're out here, basically, what the scripture says, depart, we have spiritually departed, out of this place, all right, and we're out here trying to wake up our people to do the same, man.
Right.
All right?
Our mind's like on a whole nother level, man. We're not invested in America, man. We're invested in Yahweh Shai.
Right. We're looking past America. This is just temporal.
Exactly.
Right.
We have the prudence and the foresight to see that anything in existence can only last till the white man's in power. After that, there's no more time allotted. Nothing else, no rulership. Yahweh Shai ain't gonna come set up a democracy and the kings are gonna vote on it. There's a reason he's called the King of Kings, bro.
Right. How many nations vote for Yahweh Shai to be the king? Man, fuck that.
There is right. There's gonna be no democracy. It's gonna be.
At the most, it's gonna be like how it was in the book of Kings, man.
Right.
Where you just want the Lord to pick your idea. But it's like, no, nigga, it's gonna be that. It's not gonna be no. We vote on it. It's gonna be the king decides.
Yeah, hey, what's that? I think it's Revelation 19. Say go take those crowns and stuff.
Yeah. King of Kings. Yep.
Different governments,
Yep.
man. He gonna come and conquer, man. Right? He's coming. Yahweh Shai is coming to conquer, man. He ain't coming out on a pink cloud throwing out Skittles and ice cream and cotton candy.
Kissing babies and high
Right, he ain't doing
fiving
that,
and
man.
none of that shit.
He ain't gotta do that shit, man.
That's right. That's right.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time.
Like the brothers was just going into. So-called white man has a allotted time. After that, Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna put him down and raise one up that's profitable for the earth, like the scriptures say, which is Yahweh Shai in the elect. Okay?
Right.
Which going back to that 2nd Esdras 2, the kings. All right?
Yep.
Yahweh Shem Shai is getting ready to put us in rulership. Hey, what's that? Proverbs, the 29th chapter.
Right.
All right? The earth is going to rejoice when the righteous is in rulership, man.
Right.
All right? Because right now, everybody's mourning. Man, the whole world is sick, man. All right?
I got that.
Go ahead.
Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Right. Ain't nobody rejoicing right now. It's because the righteous is not in rulership. But the people are mourning. Right? You have the uproars of the people, all types of shit going on all different sides of the world, man. Because of who? Esau and Edom. The one who tainted and destroyed the whole earth, man. Okay? And what's that in Isaiah? It talks about how the earth languished.
I got you. Isaiah 24, I'm right there.
Right?
This is Isaiah 24.
Shit, we ain't going to the Amazon and cutting down trees. We ain't fucking drilling into the ground and taking the oil. All right? Hey, in the ancient days, we ain't need to do none of that shit. All right? Through the spirit, we figured it out. All right?
There's no plastic cup from the table of
Right.
King Solomon. There's no trash bag used in the collection of.
You got an island of trash floating around the Pacific that's damn near as big as Texas, man.
Right. And that should be, man.
And they're cutting down 2 football fields a day over there in the rainforest.
Not
like
to
you
mention
talking
most
about.
of this plastic got BPA in it that changes hormones and things of that nature. All right? what was that? Carcinogens and shit, like fucking cancer-causing fucking chemicals, man.
Yeah,
Which the
carcinogens.
FDA fucking approves.
Carcinogens.
How's these people who sits on this goddamn board, makes all these goddamn decisions, which the FDA is bullshit, and they feeding you fucking poison?
Which are illegal.
Or it's okay to have about 10% of fucking human feces. It's okay. Or fucking human flesh or things of that goddamn nature,
Your
man.
ground beef, man.
Right.
And it's illegal in what, half or over half of the world's
The
countries?
world, they won't import it.
Exactly. That's
right.
No fucking Elamites are eating fucking Cool Ranch Doritos.
What's crazy, even if you go to a McDonald's in another country, it's better food than the shit's over. It's a complete night and day. That's how we know this place is literally Babylon. Any and everything goes over in this place, man.
Literally.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 24:4. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away.
I can imagine how Chicago used to look before it was Chicago.
Well, there was
Trees
buildings,
everywhere.
Right. It was
Right, the lake was fucking clean.
You could drink
Right.
out of it.
Goddamn squirrel could go from Chicago to fucking
I was just thinking that.
San Fran without putting a fucking foot on the ground.
I was just thinking that.
Pure
It's
air.
crazy because here's the thing. Yeah, you need land to grow vegetables and shit like that, but you had so if you took a look at America, you got mountains on the right, mountains on the left. You got a great valley in the middle. There's all your fertile land. That's where most of your farms are coming from. All right? Basically the Midwest and things of that nature. That's where you're getting it. Because when you get into beef, it's like here's the chef side of me. when you get into beef, you gotta know where that cattle came from, how it was bred, what that cattle was fed. Because if you, a grass-fed cattle was way better than a corn-fed cattle, and you can literally taste the fucking difference, man.
The farmer says
Right.
that just the different types of grass in America alone, California raised cattle, and he said that's why Kansas City barbecue tastes different. That's why California beef tastes different. Midwest beef tastes different because it has to do with the grass that they choose. Since there's different types of grass, then you get different taste.
There's different flavor. So going back to the squirrels, the Lord already had this place set up so it could be good. Before America was America, when Jake was over here, the fucking land was fucking nutritious, very
Plenteous.
dense, nutrient dense. How do you say? Yeah,
Fertile,
fertile. It was very fertile, man. As soon as Esau came over here, shit started going downhill, man.
No land Sabbath. That's
Oh,
major
right,
part.
no land Sabbath.
Because the Indians would rotate. They would rotate according to the weather. So the land, even the land itself, got some sort of rest, and then they rotated, and then come back to it, but it already received its rest. Esau fucking grow the same land for all his life and
Drain
wonder
all
why it's no
nutrients
longer
out of it.
yielding. Right.
And
You gotta rest.
certain plants take more out of the soil than other plants, so you gotta let that shit rest and refresh itself, man. But this is a greedy bastard we talk about. They could have did the same setup they did in Egypt when they had the 7 years of famine.
Right.
It's a way to do it. But now, all the storehouses with the grains, they're fucking destroyed. All these chicken and egg plants, the top two, has been destroyed. And why is that?
Oh, so like.
And not only that, you got the government and rich-ass white people
Right.
buying up all the farms that's on default.
Now they said it's it used to be female trees, now just male trees and shit.
Right. Yes.
And see, they done fucked the ecosystem up, man.
The-
with that and they fucked it up, man.
It was crazy. This guy that was Ubering, he basically told me how it's hell going through a pandemic in the suburbs where everybody has money. He said because basically when you want to go, since money isn't a factor, somebody will go in there, buy all this shit up. He said, man, I couldn't get meat for weeks, he told me. He said, and why? Because in the suburbs, since everybody got money, that wasn't stopping them. Jake, there's still shit at the store, but because Jake is broke, Jake can't buy up 2-3 months worth of meat, Right. And it says like they go for the ground pound and a half a day type shit,
Yep.
And he was basically saying how during the pandemic, he said anywhere I went, the bread and the meat was gone. He said he stayed in Aurora. He said I came to the city and everybody had, he basically was like, I thought y'all were gonna be popped and I was popped. because he basically said how he could afford to stay home because his wife made 3 figures. He said, I was a stay-at-home dad. I couldn't even get the fucking meat and bread.
And in the city, you know, you're gonna have a large, what do they call it? I was gonna say, as far as how the fucking goddamn crates come in.
Yeah.
The crates will mostly come in over here anyway, and it's a larger population, so they're gonna try to send more of that over here. And as far as those damn trees, shit, no, that's some bullshit. Esau hasn't even touched the fatness of the earth like that yet.
Right.
Man. There's certain places the Lord
Into their ass right now.
You see, Esau trying to cut it off.
Remember that, Yaquab?
So one of the things is what they do is they'll have a lot of beef. Okay, I got 150 cattle coming. I'm gonna sell it to you this day. They'll saturate the market. So now they got to kill off all the beef and then raise the prices of the beef that's left.
Yep.
When you literally could have just gave that beef out to different states or different companies that could have used that goddamn beef.
Yep.
Right? It's no way in hell Aurora should never have beef during the pandemic. Vice versa to Chicago.
Right.
All right? All you gotta do is put that bitch on the plane and fucking ship it. But this is how wicked and evil Esau Edom is, man.
It's the same thing with it was a couple years ago, Burberry, they held on leftover clothes, they burned all their clothes.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That was totally unnecessary. That was some evil shit, man.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Go ahead.
Leviticus 25:20, and if ye shall say, what shall we eat the 7th year? Behold, we shall not sow, nor gather in our increase. Verse 21, then I will command my blessing upon you in the 6th year, and it shall bring forth fruit for 3 years.
So the Lord got a whole fucking system, man. All right, when it comes down to the science of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, everything is fucking perfect, man. But when you put an imperfect bastard in rulership, this is the outcome. That's why when Esau Edom gets his judgment, like it says, this is the heritage. When you read, what's that, Job 19 or Job 20?
Job 20.
This is the heritage of a wicked person.
Start 4.
All right? Shit, go ahead.
Job chapter 20, verse 4, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Right, hey, real quick, when you take a shit, you ain't about to come back a week later going through the pipes, damn, where's that diarrhea I just had last week? I ain't giving a fuck about that shit.
Right.
It's a piece of shit.
That's right.
And that's how Esau's gonna be. We're gonna forget about that ass white, man.
Verse
Go ahead.
8, Job 20:8, he shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him.
Right, so after that 1,000 years, whatever the Lord decides to do,
Close up, she said, it should be another genocide because my babies, the brother put their bill, he said, because my babies will have a chance.
Exactly, so her white babies could have a chance.
Yep.
Welcome to our world, bitch.
Right.
I got a precept.
You're weak.
This is Revelation
Black babies.
11 and 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints.
which is the elect. All right, starting with the elect. To be a saint, you got to be an Israelite, man. None of you other nations are going to get this treasure, all right? This inheritance is for the Lord's children, not you, not fucking Becky, all right? Go ahead.
And them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Yep.
Right.
So Esau, Edom is gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, that's a good Esau. You don't fear your how about Shem Shah, because you did. None of this shit will be happening, man. All right? Like it says in Psalms 50, verse 16, you cast this, basically you cast this law behind, man. All right?
I got a precept real quick. This is Sirach 27:22. He that winketh with the eyes worketh evil. You know, because Esau, like brothers will say, he doesn't care. He pacifies things. Or he'll act like he cared. Like even with religion. He acted like he cared until he started to convene a different agenda to get people off of believing in the Most High. Now he can really carry around himself like, okay, well, science. No, that's madness. Right. And he didn't know it. He didn't know it. Him will depart from him. Which, hey, it says depart from the lips of someone who doesn't have understanding, man.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Get thee far from the man.
Right. You got actually fucking court cases where people trying to sue your house, suing God and stuff like that. Oh, that's crazy. Then you go to court, you swear on the Bible and stuff. Like you don't supposed to do that,
make sense, man.
All right, you don't do anything you don't do anything with this. You don't do anything that you claim to do. With
You don't
Bible,
uphold
man.
nothing in the
You don't
Bible.
uphold
That's
no
why the Lord
righteous
wrote what He
nothing,
wrote.
But but that's why the Lord got him in that trick bag, because he held it up as the law of the land. Now he got to get all the judgments.
the
in
judgment.
it.
There you go.
Remember that?
Remember that?
Did you check your homework?
When thou art present, he will speak sweetly and will admire thy words, but at the last he will writh his mouth and slander thy sayings, which is, what it says,
Fix your time, buddy.
in the book of Psalms.
I'm only looking out
You know,
for you. You look dusty. Right?
what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, man? All right? Because he gonna switch him over. A liar can't keep truth. He can speak it for, oh my God, this tastes so nasty. I gotta add this to it. I gotta do this to it. And that's what Esau did, man. All right? First off, he said the Lord looks like you.
Strike one.
Strike one. And then what you got the Pope saying? I wouldn't be surprised if the Lord kills that dude in a couple days.
So he gonna change the commandments.
He did. He revised. Well, he didn't. But, you know, he's so-called revising with his words. But it says in verse 20.
That's what they call them.
That's the narrative they trying to put us. We're just Israelites, man.
It's part of one of the curses.
It's a byword.
Black, Negro, there's no country called black, no language, you know. It means void of light, you know. In psychological warfare, they began calling themselves white, like in 1861. White means pure. You know, so it's putting constant psychological warfare on the minds of our people.
That's crazy. We were just arguing, we were looking at the ancient Egyptians, and you know, it's an argument whether there was white or black.
They were black.
I was saying that they not black or white. They were brown skinned people. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But they had like black hair and stuff like that back in the day when we was looking.
There was another,
But it varies, like
There was another heavy melanated people.
This is the president of Egypt back in the day. He said, Gamal Abdel Nasser said, you will never be able to live here in peace because you left here black and came back white. We cannot accept it. This is the president of Egypt, the second president back in the day.
What's his name?
He said this on national television.
Nasir.
Because the fake Jews, people call themselves Jewish men. If you look at the Balfour Declaration, the UK helped them acquire that land by sword, you know, and they forced their way into that place. When you read the Bible, it says the Lord is going to gather His people and scatter them, elect His people, and physically bring them. Those people are taken by violence. The Lord returns, there's going to be peace on earth for all our people in the whole world. That same day when they signed the Balfour Declaration, there was war that same day. You know, rockets shot out 1948.
If you read Isaiah chapter 2, it tells you that the real children of Israel returned to the land. There's no peace, no people in that land before. The war was already here, but the war is still going on. But he's still in the land. He's proving not the real children of Israel. They will fix their problem.
Right, the Bible calls him Esau. He's wasting away. He has no brown melody from everybody else. That's the curse that the Heavenly Father put on Cain, right? The green party came back as Esau, but he's the father of the Edomites. When you go into this word Edom, it means red. You see? That's why when they're in the sunlight, they get cancer. They're cursed. These are the cursed people that God hates. You know, Romans 9:13 says,
See, I got walked off. You see his grand culture. Okay, the color range. The color is
yeah, like the cheekbones, all you see, the thing on red. That's actually a biblical curse on leprosy. Yeah, all these people have us in slavery at one point or another. This is called right, but we're not black, we're Israelites. They want to control the narrative. You see, there's different Israelite groups. But there's no one here that's black or white.
Mariella.
So like that's usually why.
Because it says,
We all know black.
Shit, I'm native. I'm native and I'm dark as hell.
Mexican,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Native American Indian, see?
I refuse my native history,
Yeah, Reuben.
but I believe I'm leaving.
Seminole, Florida.
So my brother-in-law is from the southern part of Mexico. He's so dark. My dad damn near would antagonize him because he was so dark. He basically, it's the same byword. It's just, you're just dark or brown, but it's like, the term is like nigga too.
Yeah, moreno.
That's how that's what my dad was with my brother-in-law, you know? But because the same thing when on the southern parts of Mexico where those ships used to die, they used to take people back and bring people forward. That's why you have people in the Philippines, they're like so-called other Mexicans, Philippines, back and forth. And then those ports, actually, the only reason they gave us freedom on some of those ports is because when the native blacks and the Mexicans got together, they started shooting at the Spanish before they would die. So they actually asked them, basically damn near pleaded, made a peace deal, and you know basically he said we'll keep the land, and we kept paying tribute because if you see Mexico is conquered by a bunch of churches, bro. All them churches, all that money goes back to Europe. Same thing, Central South America, all those companies, Nestle, all those Dutch companies, all that money goes back to Europe. Same thing here. When there was a fire in Notre Dame, you had all these fucking churches going around some church in Europe. But it just shows that colonization is alive and living, because those are still consequences from being pillaged by the Europeans.
And not only that, so I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys both watched Pocahontas growing up, right? So if you ever watched Pocahontas 2, it really shows you what happened. It took while they was driving niggas off there in America for slavery, they were still in the natives taking them back to Europe as slaves. So that's why they call these slaves. If I'm just like if I'm a trucker, if I'm dropping off the load, the best believe I'm picking up something and taking it back, you know, to make my max account. Yep.
I'm going to show them this real quick too.
Go ahead.
This is from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. This is compiled by so-called white scholars, right? That know the truth. You got to know, in order to tell lies, you got to know the truth, right? His hands, you know the story of Noah? Noah, he had, you know, the flood. Yeah, so Noah only 8 people.
That's what people. Let's say, but
the why.
a lot of people.
So his sons are Shem, Japheth, and Ham. And Ham is the blue, like we talked about. It's a Ham. Son of Noah.
So they got men.
The dark nations, not the meat race. The Egyptians.
I said no, so I want to catch another line.
You read the scriptures, and when you look at secular history, 70 AD, the Romans,
I need another one.
so-called white people invaded Jerusalem.
Because the best 2 out of 3.
Slaughtered, so I can get that from you too. It says
I don't want to go. I want to be able to stay at camp. I hate leaving early, bro. Like, that shit gets annoying as fuck.
In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
I should have said, fuck it.
General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governance of Palestine, many outrageous atrocities were committed against the rescue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled to Africa,
Yeah, we went to sleep for
fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. Can someone grab a yoke of iron? Baba Kusha?
Deuteronomy 28.
All right, boss. You be good,
I mean,
man.
look, it's just trying to get identification. This is somebody on film. Because at the end of the day, right, like, what do they call it? Nigga nuggets? You know what I mean? They only take you so far. See, we're doing this unto salvation. That's why it says ye entertain angels, because really, man, this is really a labor of love that we have. It's in us. Like I said, the brother then you're going into, you know what I'm saying, teach him all this shit, and then came right back out. Why? Because this is what this is our purpose. This is our lot. And if anybody didn't, can you please get that wisdom of Solomon? I saw him, and my soul loved it. And I saw him until I found him out. Go ahead, brother.
Once I told him, I was on the truth.
Deuteronomy
So it
28.
was like show me something.
Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies with your house to sin against thee.
I'm good. I think I
In
might have to do
hunger,
this double
and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. That's where you go to the grocery store. You gotta go to the
You got
store.
the meat in it.
You gotta get that loan to open up that business.
Right.
All right? So-called self-employed, you still gotta go to get that loan to open your business. You
Not
gotta
only
pay
that,
those
you gotta
taxes.
pay his taxes, and he don't fuck around with his taxes,
Oh,
boy.
you gotta get your children delivered in his hospital, and then his children belong to him. Their social security number. All
Yeah,
right?
it's everything's according to his fucking legislation. Who gave you the power to tell me what to do and what not to do?
Right.
I get it. Actually, the Lord did, but most of his declarations are unlawful, man.
Everything you touch, you got to get it from a person, so-called white man. But that's what Christ put on us. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he has destroyed you, man. All right, so what people
And
know-
he even stayed here for that scripture, did he?
No. All right, so what people know to have yoke of iron on them, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans,
You
man.
close your eyes
To
and
the
picture
point where
it,
you
right.
start bleeding, like they shackle you and all that shit.
Yup.
Fucking pressure, this nickel or iron, that shit just cutting through your flesh.
When it's hot, that metal get hot, man. When it's get hot, you gonna pay for that shit, Esau, man. Yeah, sweaty and shit, man. Bugs eat up your wounds and shit, man.
Even them big ass other chains that were meant to get you stuck on the tree when you ran away.
Yeah.
Them fucking, it looked like arrows. Esau gonna fucking pay for that, man. He's out like his goddamn mind if he thinks the Lord allowed his little puny ass to do it, and he's not gonna let us stuff a mud hole up his ass.
I read accounts of this book I got called Slave Narrative into the Caribbean, where this bitch might had flesh wounds, had maggots in it. Esau didn't give a shit. Esau made it free.
Yup.
That's some,
He got fucking electrocuted on the tracks or
Right, so
some
that's
shit.
why, man. That's why whoever of our
Just
people,
like it's hot out here.
hey, with it, guess what, man? Y'all innocent of the same because you guys are with the shits, man.
especially lately you almost tomahawk on Pine Ridge, Rosewood Reservation, and over there in South Dakota, I think South Dakota, North Dakota, Rosewood Reservation and Pine Ridge Reservation, over there in Oregon, the Warm Springs Reservation. Yeah, and you know what? Ban some of the brothers off the rest good, man. Because guess what? Because that's going to contribute to the final words, going to speed things up quickly, man. All right? And really just how fast sent from the Travis Gad, man. Because Gad, you finna get judgment, man. Now, I don't know how the most I going to do. He going to send a tornado to your reservations. Something going to happen, man. Something going to happen. Right? Basically, something going to happen to all the reprobates from other 12 tribes, man. Right? Not just one tribe and shit. Alright? But, get distracted by these demons, man.
Oh,
Alright.
shit, not me.
Yeah.
Shit. Demons getting distracted by us.
But yeah, get distracted on us. I'm sorry, I couldn't think. He started yelling, I couldn't think, man, but yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. They distracted by us. But it's happened, Paul.
Shit, because he was singing, listen,
Right.
he's singing to us.
He said, I saw. All right, Psalms, Proverbs 8:1. Does not wisdom cry? Understanding put forth her voice, which is happening right now. She's standing at the top of the high places by the way in the places of the path. She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, and at the coming doors. Unto you, O men, I call my voice, you sons of men, O simple. Understand wisdom. wickedness is abomination to my lips. All right? All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is none for nor preserved in them. They are all plain. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to him that found knowledge. We're talking about the elect. All right, verse 10. Receive my instruction, not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. Right. So money. So right now we're into where it's gonna be a new currency, and your money not gonna save your ass, man. Even you give over to Esau. Electronic currency, man, it's still not gonna save your ass, man. That's not guaranteed Esau gonna give you a piece of bread, man. All right, Esau could leave that digital pill unactivated. You take that, man.
Right, can I back you up?
Yep.
Proverbs 11:4, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Right, the righteous deal for that. Not no damn yo money, y'all.
I know gold, not silver. You can't eat that shit.
Dollar bill, y'all ain't gonna save your ass, man.
That's right.
All right, verse 11. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all things may be desired are not to be compared with, man. All right, so you can't compare this wisdom with nothing else, man.
Yep.
Hey, why you think? Go ahead.
No, because it's very simple. When you have wisdom, you know how to apply the knowledge that you learn, right? So it's just like, damn, what this money gonna do with me?
Yep.
If I ain't got no fucking food, I can't go to the store and buy no. You know when wisdom gonna kick in? All the things you learn from the scriptures. First of all, we got faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. But I'm speaking on the simple point of wisdom. Let me go forage some mushrooms. Let me go make some bear. Like if you got that type of knowledge and the wisdom to apply it, you don't need no damn money to buy you no damn food.
Let me get some drinking water out of it.
Exactly.
Yep.
A lot of people don't even know how to fucking.
Get a bitch tree.
Bro, they don't even know how to make a pit. How do you do it? I forget what it's called. But you dig a hole in the ground, dig another hole, make a vent, and you make you a fire in there. That bitch will go on all fucking night, bro.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't have wisdom.
Yep.
All right. So basic wisdom is not even well known to a lot of people. Their mind is just money, 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 money. The real wisdom you need is the scriptures, and everything else fall in line. Because just by you reading the scriptures, you're gonna learn some scientific things. You're gonna learn some mathematical things. You're gonna learn some historical things and things about the herbs and how to heal yourself. Most people don't got that, man. And when you really get into it, it's very simple. It's very simple. Go ahead, Salaki.
Yep. No, that was it, man. Hey, what Solomon? Solomon asked for wisdom.
Con.
Yeah.
Hey, now me and Benji was talking about this on the phone like the other day, right? The way they make wisdom and knowledge is today, like they frown upon it. Oh, you're a nerd. Oh, you're this, you're that. But no, actually being wise was the thing of the past.
Yep.
Like that bitch came all the way to see Solomon just for his wisdom.
Yep.
She ain't come to Solomon for his riches. Right. She ain't come to Solomon for no dick, none of that shit. She came literally to learn wisdom. Wisdom is a popular thing. Nowadays, if you go to school, make straight A's, you a lame. You Esau did that.
They demonize it.
Because it's hard to see Jake being that fucking wise and being that fucking studious. Because the image they got of Jake is just a gang banging, rapping ass, shooting nigga, man. And it's hard for us to get that image out our head because we think, well, that's all you can do.
Because Jake, we come back, the elect will come at a right man any damn way.
Yep.
All right, but what they're afraid of, the whole Israel waking up, because guess what? Israel wake up, that's the end of their rulership, and that's the end of their economy and their rulership, man.
Yep.
All right, everything goes to the ape shit, man. Jake wakes up, man. And that's why they try so hard, try to hide the truth, but you're not gonna hide the truth. You're not gonna demonize the truth. All right?
You can try, but guess what? You can't do nothing against the truth before
the truth, man. All right?
All right. Fucking vocab and all you other
$5 Indian shit.
You just proving that we right. Because if we wasn't, you wouldn't be trying this goddamn hard to stop us.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yes. Wisdom of Solomon 7:17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alterations of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons.
Keep on going.
Wisdom and knowledge, man. For example, you broke in the house, you got a loaf of bread, you got some cold cuts, some cheese, some lettuce, tomatoes and stuff. You got some ram wrap, and you got different sauces and stuff. Guess what? You can make some sandwiches and wrap it in a wrap and get a plastic bag. You can sell. You go to construction site or where people at. You can sell those sandwiches. Man.
Well, take this. You got a potato. It could be half eaten. Yeah. You start in the bud. You take that one piece. You bury it. Take care of it. Now you growing more potatoes with that one piece, man.
Yeah.
Or the same thing you do with ginger.
Famine is supposed to make people extra creative.
Hey, listen. Well, the pandemic on the low level, the pandemic made a lot of people become wise. Working for themselves, being creative for things that I got there.
Learn how to barter and trade.
Yep. And now not fucking just counting on Esau all the time, man.
Right. That's right.
Hey, the scriptures tell us when the seasons actually change.
Yep.
Esau will tell you winter, it's all the way until this period, and to this, based on this equinox. We just had Pentecost. That marks when they are supposed to harvest the wheat.
Start cultivating and shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Because it's two. I believe it's two harvests.
Right.
One in the beginning and one towards the end. Yeah. Go ahead. Whatever.
Back in Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 19, the circuits of years and the positions of stars, the natures of living creatures, and the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds, and the reasonings of men, the expressities.
That's science, that's biology, that's geometry, mathematics. It's a lot of things contained in one. All right? Astronomy, like the brother said, that's everything, man.
The diversities of plants and the virtues of fruits, and all such things are either secret or manifest, them I know. For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtle, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good, kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure and most subtle spirits. Man. Keep going?
That's it.
That is heavy.
Yeah.
Shit, if you know diversity of the roots, you don't need a jump shot.
Right.
It was like 30 things you could have took.
That's why over there in Haiti, they was taking all those natural herbs and stuff.
Right.
They took the president out. He said, hey,
They take him out.
They said, hey, we don't need your jump shot. They said, oh, no, the hell you did. I know you did. They talking to me. Esau went over there, assassinated him, and distributed their jump shot, man. Right? But they were taking herbs out of the ground to boost their immune system up and keep that shit on, man. All right? But big farmer gonna go back to witchcraft. All right? They just want to they basically want to have you. They ain't gonna cure your shit. They just gonna keep you alive to make money off of your shit. If you happen to be deleted, so it be. They got another sucker. It's old saying it's a sucker born every second.
All right, I got one for you. This is Sirach 38 and verse 4. It says, "The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth. He that is wise will not abhor them."
Yeah. That's right, man.
So like the brother Saman was saying, man, if you had an understanding, of herbs and plants, all right, you wouldn't need to take no jump shot, man. All right, you would already know, basically the understanding of what cures what benefits this plant has, this and that.
Right.
And you got certain brothers in the camp who was, herbalists, man, all right, who could tell you about certain things, all right, what you should take in case of a headache or a stomach ache or, whatever, man,
Hey man, we run to your house. Bro get sick, you like, bro, I need anointing. That's the first. We don't run to the doctor, right? Right, bro. Now we go to the doctor like something
Something that's out of our hand.
out of our hand and shit.
Right.
But it's still the Lord's hand because it said that the issue of life and death is
Most of them run to a doctor
Right.
for a quick diagnosis. That's still.
You could diagnose yourself.
right.
And that's it, because you know
Right.
what's wrong with you.
Right, like if your feet and your hands are swelling up and your skin starts to get like dark right here, It's a sign of kidney failure. You see that a lot in people who drink a lot.
But
Right?
at the same time, if you don't know something, go to them. There's certain medicines every brother can't prescribe, but if they can, I would still go to a doctor for a diagnosis. I'm not saying be OR.
Right, no, of course.
This shit, I ain't trying to. Oh, Jake told me to do this and that. No, man. Shit, that's just what the fuck I don't do certain shit.
Right.
All right, I ain't gonna be soft as shit, but God.
Yeah, that's how I feel like.
I don't even have health insurance. Shit.
Like shit.
And the Lord
Just
bless.
try to eat well. Your fucking diet is fucking
You
terrible.
got health insurance, how about some outside?
I don't have health insurance.
And it's mostly prayer. It says that when you even have to fall into the hands of a physician, you angered your maker.
Right.
And that's somebody who actually knows how to repair your body.
That's the best diagnosis right there.
Right.
Knowing that you pissed the Lord off, and that's why you get jacked up.
Right.
Or it's a test to your flesh.
Right.
Test your faith too.
That's your faith. Yeah.
Certain ailments you may still have to deal with as a woman on your side, but get the fuck up out of here.
Right. And it's like that.
The Lord may retract it, bring it back, take it back, bring it back harder.
I could tell you. I'll give you a testimony. I had like a sore on my body one time, and it started out of nowhere. It started getting real hot, and then within like 30 minutes, it was gone. It was like I never had the sore and shit. But that was the power of Yahweh Shah, man. All right, it showed me that Yahweh was real, man. Who could do that? You Egypt Titaness can't do it. Vocab Long, you can't do it. You can't take a wound and make it heal, make it seem like it's never had
his
it.
damn hairline is back. So.
Right.
There's
All right. Can't no Allah do it. Can't no Jesus Christ do it. On your Howard chat did that for me, man. It's a testimony, man. It's to demonstrate His power, man. All right.
That's why the Lord said if He didn't come, no flesh would be saved. So who knows what kind of shit we didn't have, cancer and
Right.
all kind of shit.
I believe
Lord,
some of us did have
I
cancer.
believe that too.
Yeah.
The Lord healed us, man.
Well, she look at lawyer night and day.
Yeah.
I remember with the brother, now I'm like, shit, that brother's living testimony.
Right.
You would go to heavy afflictions. The brother would call and shit and vent, and he still dealt with it. He still served the Lord, and the Lord healed him from it, man.
Now
you
yo,
can't even say done with it because you know what?
you on buff like you work at the club.
That ailment,
Break
all
up the
these
tear.
ailments, all these things are still within us.
Right.
The Lord can take it away.
Yep.
But then He can bring it back because He still, likewise, you can have something that was never in you or in your, that's not hereditary. But just put that in you anyway, Because we'll still receive those same ailments later on, man. Even though as men in this truth, we don't like to fucking complain about that. You like to complain about all this other shit. But you don't like to complain about shit that you dealing with, man. But guess what? We're gonna deal with some shit.
Right.
That's not turning, that's fast.
Hey, you gotta walk through those straight gates, man. Hey, this ain't no goddamn cakewalk, man. You gotta walk through those straight gates, man.
If not everybody would do it, Murph says it all the time, man. If
Right.
it was easy, you'd have all these weak ass jakes trying to line up and do it.
Yep.
That's why the Spirit sifts those that ain't really about it, because really it's you come across the truth because the Lord either loves you or He hates you, man, which is one of the scariest things, man. Because you're either got woke up for judgment or salvation.
Yep.
There's no in between. Because it talks about those that are better off that they never have done the work than for them to fall off, man.
Yeah, lukewarm.
Shit, it says about counting the cost before somebody built. It said they laugh at him when he failed. That's a hard saying because, like Apostle Gabar says all the time, basically the goal to starting any type of job is to finish it, and we want to be there. We want to hear that, like the brother, which is bringing it in full circle, like the brother has said. We want to hear that, oh great faithful servant, and receive a crown from Yahweh Shai. Paul said that he didn't dare count himself part of that number, but guess what? He confidently said, I know that a crown awaits me. Why? Because he knew he had done everything. That's that fear and trembling. The fear and trembling, when you go into that word, it goes into somebody having the anxiety, knowing that he doesn't have the capacity to complete the job, but is doing everything in his power to try and accomplish, man. That's how we're gonna be at the end of every movie. The hero ain't 100%. At the end of the movie, got a couple scratches. a little bit winded. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, 2 Amos chapter 7, verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things, and hope for why? For they have done wickedly, has suffered the straight things, yet shall not see the why. And he said unto me, there is no judge above the Most High, and none had a standing above the high. So, hey man, you gonna fucking suffer, man. Hey, you gonna get jacked up and shit. All right, but that's the way it is, man. Ain't nothing fucking easy, man. You people so damn weak, man.
Hey, the truthers are gonna go through it anyway,
Right.
and not know why. We at least know the purpose. We know
Right.
that this has
have
an
faith.
end, right?
Right.
An end task, an end date.
Right, you know, it's funny. You'll go to a straight gate for a fucking street gang, or for a Greek sorority,
Or some
fraternity
ass.
and shit like that, or some ass, or
They're not
yeah,
turtles,
some
that's
ass,
ass.
or a job and shit. You go, but you won't go straight
They
gate.
going through that straight
But
gate
you won't
for
go
some ass.
right. You won't go to the you won't go to the straight path for your how about Shem Shai, man. All right. And so you people are about some fucking weakness, man. All right.
It says they shall suffer the straight things, and they won't get the wide. You know. So hey, affliction and judgments come to the planet. You just have to be found in the covering. That's why in Luke it says, pray that you be found worthy, basically to be there when the Son of Man returneth, man.
In Acts 14:22, through much tribulation we enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
So we
Hey.
got to go through it. I'd rather go through it having hope and faith,
That's right.
rather than being like the scriptures say, they are them who are in the world without hope.
Yeah.
All right, at least we got hope. These niggas just out here going through shit and have no idea why.
Yep.
You know?
All of creation.
All creation.
Yep.
My channel, my inner Joanna. It reminds me of an episode of Family Guy. There was a bum asking for money. And Peter,
You good, brother.
Peter threw in that cup. It looked like he didn't throw anything in there. And the bum's like, hey man, you didn't throw anything in there. He's like, yes I did. I put hope in there. I put hope. Shit, hey, the faithless Edomite didn't. He couldn't understand, man.
Right.
As a Jake, I laughed immediately, bro.
That's cool, because faith is things not seen.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And he did, right? And he put it in there, bro. He's like, I put hope in there, man.
He channeled that into your water.
God, no.
They did that shit too, because when you think about what happened with Peter, what was it, Peter and John? They went to the temple, and before the gates, they were at the gates of the temple, and they met the lame man walk.
Hey, see? That's cool, man. See, now I know why Joanna does. Sometimes it just fits. I don't know how, I don't know where, but it fit.
Okay. Anybody got anything else?
You may got anything.
Fire.
Hey, Brian. Yeah. Oh, so
Hey, this is a good surgery right here, man. We didn't quit.
Romans
Yep.
13 and 11.
Oh,
Because
okay,
it
yeah,
basically
yeah.
says what we're doing, the
Yep.
signs of the time, and what does it say? Is put off the darkness. So put off those unprofitable works. And
Yeah.
what we're doing now is we're basically embodying and doing those works unto salvation, man. All right, the mouth make it to confession, bro. That's why y'all gonna fill them church seats tomorrow.
Yep.
For the hope that we actually haven't believed righteously correctly here, man. What I put. So that salvation is gonna come to us on the earth, and it's gonna be seen. The brothers touched the wisdom of Solomon, the strangers of our salvation. Okay, these are the people that didn't. What it said, they counted our life's madness and our death without honor. We're gonna be the most honorable when you see everything you portrayed in the movies come to light. Them UFOs coming down, darkening the sky, and saving who you deem the garbage of this planet, man.
Yep. Hey, it's good to have the last laugh.
It is,
It feels good to have the last laugh, man.
A nice hearty one too.
Right, because we've been mourning this whole time, man.
Yeah.
That laugh is gonna be that non-ending laugh, man, because the Heavenly Father you know, Lord willing, we're part of that number, has great glory for us, man.
Yep.
But we're waiting for the salvation. That rest, because we're in these wretched conditions, salvation is the rest is gonna come because we're no longer gonna be able to sin against our Father, man. Yep. We're gonna be able to make our Father proud at every turn, which is ultimately the goal, man. Right. Not to sin against our Father. What did it say? Is your sin that have put you away from me, man?
Yep. Yeah. That's how you know those people over there in the area in the Levant. I say you know now people of the book, and they don't have the law written in them. Mm-hmm. You go over there now, they don't know the law. They don't know the law anything. They not perfect.
Right, the ambassador from Israel was caught with the Brazilian president, Bolsonaro, and they had that big-ass lobster, and then they edited the picture so it didn't have the lobster, but they had already uploaded the picture. The law ain't coming down from them, man. They ain't Zion. We're Zion. And we're declaring that the laws and statutes are going to become back in place. And I like this camera. It makes me feel tall. But another thing. Usually the one's pointing out that you can see his shit, my shoes and shit. And another thing.
God. Hey, so
there's still more on there.
Go ahead.
Romans 13 and 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light.
Right. So take off that mortal garment and put on the immortal, like the brother read.
Kill the old man, bring the new man in.
Mortify the flesh.
Yep.
And that's what we're doing until Yahweh Hashem Yahushai comes and saves the elect out of this place. And so with that, I'm going to say all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakadash. Double honors to the other apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to the elect, wherever we may be. Shalom.
Hey, spiritual, this light come out.
As soon as we end.